What was the problem down there?
He insisted we go first, sir. Said something about first seeing how it scrambled our molecules.
Find the whole sick bay, too. I know engineers, they love to change things.
How close do the new medical facilities meet with your approval?
They do not. It's like working in a damn computer center.
And so, guys, welcome to the exploration of Dr. Bones McCoy from original Star Trek being a Luddite? A Luddite? What is a Luddite anyway? I remember hearing the term years ago, and then I think a buddy kind of called me it actually or something, and somehow it was brought up. I'm certainly not a Luddite, which is defined as a person who is like rejecting or hesitant about modern technology, specifically technology. And it comes from, I think it's 19th century, a British group who destroyed machinery in Britain, and they didn't want their maybe their jobs getting taken away like we have AI now. So I guess maybe there's a lot of Luddites floating around because of AI. But the bottom line for Dr. McCoy, for Bones, as Kirk calls him, should we be so familiar? I love calling him Bones, though. Love Deforest Kelley, one of my favorite characters. But throughout the series and the films, McCoy is portrayed as not so much as a strict, hardcore Luddite, but certainly someone who harkens back to a simpler age, a more simple time, one that's less fraught, complicated, and less drenched with technology, with devices, tech. And of course, as a physician, as the chief medical officer of USS Enterprise, he's got to be on the top of his game, and he has to be at the forefront of technology, right? Or science exploration and discovery. So there's a real kind of, I guess, conflict for Bones. And so the core of the video is like, are you like Bones? Are you Bones? Are you averse to technology? I'm certainly not, but I do like old-fashioned stuff as well. And I think a lot of Star Trek fans do as well. They embrace technology. They love science. Some of my best friends and people I've met are computer programmers, scientists, doctors, and they love Star Trek, but they also love old-fashioned, or the old days. And one of the other things with Bones, and this is something we're dealing with today, is the idea of he's an old country doctor, right? He's this simple doctor. He's just an old country doctor, with his mint juleps. And the idea of using older techniques or holistic medicine, more natural sort of cures and techniques and therapies, as opposed to all the newfangled, say, technology and science. And why is that important? Well, if you have a really bad, disease, affliction, maybe even terminal, something that's going to sap your strength or energy or even kill you, you've got a choice. Are you going to go more the Western modern sort of medicine, or are you going to be holistic, more natural, or a combination? I think that's the key, that if things work for you that are not, modern technology, if they're not prescribed by the healthcare industry, maybe you'll have luck with them, but don't turn your back on methods, proven scientific methods. Do a combination, see what works for you. But that's what always, I think, was best about Bones. It's not like he was a true Luddite or rejector and he rejected technology, but he looked at the simpler times as being something we shouldn't forget, that we shouldn't turn our backs and reject something that's older or old-fashioned or simpler just because we've got this new age of AI and all sorts of other techniques and cures. So what do you think? What are you? Are you more like Bones? Or are you embracing of all this technology? Or are you sort of a combination? I'm sort of a combination. I think I'm a bit like Bones in one way, but I certainly love my tech as well. Give us your feedback. Give us your thoughts. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.